Okay, guys, here we go. This is Eisenfaust Legacy. This is Team Raycast's latest work, and it rules. This game is freaking amazing, dude. I gotta say, right from the start, I mean, you'll see such an improvement in everything. Let's read this first. This is a good story. We got a introduction. Welcome to Eisenfaust Legacy. So, the story, here's the doctor. Dr. Neldner was eyeing the dissected mutant lying in front of him. It had been a few years since the incident, but Neldner had been cautious around the mutants ever since that third hand had grabbed his throat. Even though Shabs had made sure that none of them could ever be defined, it didn't make him mistrust the mutants any less. These were soulless, brain-dead murder machines, but they serve our cause, which is greater than any being, he told himself, and with Shabs around he had felt a lot safer. But Shabs was dead, assassinated by the Allies. His plan, however, had survived, and now it was up to Neldner to finish the work of his mentor. He had been well prepared, reading Shabs' notes over and over again, not to mention that he had been Shabs' protege many years. He had always been Eisenfaust's Plan B. He took a deep breath and reached for the syringe. And here's the monk. You have trained us well, my friend, and I do feel the slightest hint of fear, but any feelings of fear are trumped by that glorious feeling of knowing that what we are about to do will ensure that we'll win the war. Simon took a sip from his chalice, finishing up the last drop of wine his tongue might ever touch. To be honest, when you arrived and told me the plan, I was sure you had gone mad. But I trust you, as you're not only my friend, but devoted to the same cause. Still, I did not believe it until I saw it for myself. It is truly a miracle. Simon had been friends with Herman Koch ever since they were little, but they had gone separate ways after Simon had joined the Brotherhood. A short while after, Herman had enlisted for the army. They did write one another, but had not seen each other for several years until a couple of months back. Seeing his friend in a uniform not just as a soldier, but as the leader of the paranormal division had surprised him, and the plan had taken him aback even more. But after the demonstration, he was more than convinced. It was as if he had seen Lazarus rise from the grave himself. Get some sleep, Herman said. We have a big day ahead of us. Here's the story. The secret agent. So B.J. Blazkowicz knew what was coming. Meetings like this had been so frequent in his life the past couple of years that he could almost fill the template himself. Nazis have done some shit and they're sending me to clean it up. The tides were shifting in favor of the Allies, but the Nazis surely weren't giving up. In fact, they were becoming more and more desperate, clinging to mythical artifacts in order to shift the odds. Had you asked BJ 10 years ago, he would have said that they were all crazy and that they shouldn't even bother sending an agent. But after what he had seen, the mutant camp, Shabs, and Operation Eisenfaust, he knew he could not underestimate them in any way. They were capable of horrendous things, no doubt, but they were also capable of grasping powers that should be beyond men's reach. Any doubt about the Spear of Destiny's power had dissolved after witnessing Shabs' resurrected army of mutants. There had been times when he would wake up at night and had to convince himself that what happened in the lair of the Angel of Death had all been an hallucination. But he couldn't close his eyes any more to it. There were powers we do not understand, and the Nazis intended to use them. The boss was sitting behind his desk on the edge of the burning light of a desk lamp. It half illuminated his face. Combined with his imposing body, it made him even more of an intimidating figure. He was no angel of death, and BJ wouldn't have been intimidated regardless. He possessed a certain recklessness which some would define as being fearless and others would define as being overconfident. It had gotten him into many bar fights, sure, but when in check, that quality also made him one of the best agents. The low, dark brown voice of the boss filled the office. Reports have been coming in from our contact who lives in a village nearby Castle Hoffenheim. The activity around the castle has increased immensely. Naturally, this needs to be investigated. It might be something, or it might be a really expansive dinner party that lasted days. Hoffenheim is a relatively remote castle. In that sense, I don't expect much of it. But we can't take that chance. There have been more reports of increased Nazi activity all around the world. I'm telling you, BJ, they're becoming crazier with every step we come closer to victory. They're digging up every sacred artifact they can think of in order to shift the tides. I just sent another agent over to Egypt. Apparently they're raiding every goddamn pyramid they can find, but that's not for you to worry about. As far as we know, there are no artifacts around Hoffenheim, just an increase in Nazi activity in that area. So it might be nothing. Could be. I figured you could use a less intense mission after the last ones. Looking around a castle full of Nazis sure sounds less intense, sir. I don't care what you think, because I'm sending you regardless. You will meet with our contact in the village that's near the castle. Details will follow once you're on the plane. Okay, so playing the game. The world you play in Eisenfaust Legacy contains great depth and detail. As you explore, you'll come across many things you can interact with, so try to press the use key near objects or characters that look like they can be interactive. So here are the controls. So we are weapons. So we got our old knife, the Luger, the K98, the Gavir 43, the MP40, the SDG 44. Oh, we got the shotgun. We love that thing. Flamethrower, chain gun, Panzerschreck, and the MG 42. Okay, and the inventory. And our credits. Wonderful credits, these wonderful people who created this. Okay. And other mods. No Man's Land. Ooh, that's coming out in what, a few months? Something like that? That's gonna be kick-ass. Here we go then. And Origins. SOD Extreme, man, that's a tough one. I was playing a little of that. And Split Wolf. Cool, man, cool. Let's start this thing up. So we got the Reject. Oh man, that looks pitiful. New Recruit, Soldier, and of course we'll go on Veteran. So the debriefing. Your contact is located in the Tavern of the Village. He will bring you up to date on the activity around Castle Hoffenheim. But first you need to get into the village. A wall has been put around it in order to protect the villagers from soldiers. You need to acquire the key, which a farmer named Boris possesses. Find him first, then head into the town and find the contact. So level 1 defensive wall. Well, we just need to, well, take a look. Right away we see this amazing scenery. I mean, there's no music, but there's like birds chirping and stuff, so I'm guessing this is a crack of dawn. I mean, birds don't usually chirp when the sun is setting. Alright, so none of these doors open. If we take a look at this guy, yeah, we can talk to people. How can I gain access to the village? I'm sorry, I have no idea. What we need to do is find this guy. Talk to him, he does a little dance. Are you the contact? BJ, welcome! The key is hidden behind a wall in the right corner of this barn. With this key you can access the village and meet your contact. Good luck. Alright. So, where this dog food is, press the wall. For our only secret of the level, and we find the silver key. It's dog food, and yet there's a cat. I mean, you see this all over the place too, dog food with cats. But I guess cats can eat the mushy dog food too. I love it. Pigs, and you see horses and cows and stuff. We have 5 tomes to pick up. It's just treasures. And again, yeah, none of these doors will open. The only doors that will open are the doors right over there. Some of these people are kind of mean, though. Not this guy, though. He's working in the barn far south from here. Yeah, we met him. Grab our first tome. And our second tome. And yeah, here's the exit. We'll wait until we grab the rest of our tomes first. Another cat with dog food. Here's one, number 3. I think that's number 3. Is he the jerk? Unless you can verify who you are, one of the villagers will vouch for you and grant you access. You can't get in. And I don't know you, so I can't and won't help. Gee, thanks, man. That's okay. I don't need your help anyway. That was number 4, and number 5... Number 5, I think we'll see it around the corner. Yeah, there it is. And this guy. I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it. Well, okay. Fair enough, I guess. Well, what's to understand, really? Here's the last tome. Alright, that was the end of the first area. Area 1, all done.